Shots coming Michael's way. Sure, see if everything is good here. Right microphone. All right, guys. Woo! Gotta get back into things. It's Monday morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the stream where we first review the watch list and then we trade the market open every day. I hope everyone had a great 3-day weekend. Back at it today. Yeah, hope you guys are ready. Hope you guys already, shooken off some Monday cobwebs. Today is Monday. It's the 6th of July. And it's 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, actually 9:16 a.m. We got another 14 minutes till the market opens at 9:30. We'll wrap up the stream anywhere after 11 o'clock, 11:30, something like that. Check out the video description below for some FAQs, and let's dive into the good stuff. Jeffrey, yeah, you never know. You never know. I took yesterday kind of off. The rest of the weekend was, well, there's always something to be done. 1 second, got to make sure my phone is off. I like to keep this puppy off. All right, let's see. All right, let's dive into the watch list. Somehow it feels like I haven't traded in so long, even though I was already doing some pre-market trading. Anyway, LMFA, guys, this is actually a ticker I was looking at earlier today, and I thought there was a chance it was going to be one of our big runners or pre-market gappers because this thing was up like 140% or so. 2 million float, U.S. credit services company, 1.5 million cash repayment, promissory note, kind of from, what was that, from Thursday? Kind of an interesting catalyst there. I didn't really see too much in the catalyst. 1.5 million cash repayment rate. You can see it here. I was a little confused why it was up so much. Maybe it was just a short squeeze. I don't know. But it pulled back so hard that I'm not sure if we're going to be looking at LMFA at all today. And then AYRO, kind of a little late, popped up on our scanner sometime. Let's see, this is yesterday, so 4. Sometime around 7, there was a little bit more trading, but it wasn't until this breakout here when I was really paying attention to it at $4. That was like at 8:15. Where was it again? AYRO. So, now it's up 52%. U.S. auto manufacturing company with a catalyst of 600. I think they expanded their facility to 600 EVs, electric vehicles. One thing, regardless how small of an announcement, I mean, for a 51 million market cap company, yeah, this should be a pretty big catalyst. But even if it was a small catalyst, this is an electric vehicle company, and these things have been really, really hot. Every now and then you go through some phases like e-cigarettes or 3D printers or, the dot-com bubble, yada, yada. And lately, the last few weeks, electric vehicles have been hot. So just, keep that in mind. This could be just an overall sympathy play with micro news. It has been running up for quite some time, and this thing has done direct offerings in the past. So be careful. Never know if this thing's going to shoot out another direct offering as it's up today. Last time they had an offering was on the 19th. Let me quickly see when that is. That was somewhere in this area. So we can see the price dip down a little bit. Here's on the 17th as well. So yeah, just watch out. I mean, this thing, and then yeah, the price went down to 2.5. So just, keep an eye out. I gotta say though, it held its highs pretty well after the offering. You don't really see a stock that holds its high after the offering all the time. So that's really good with AYRO. I think out of the gates, I'm 100% gonna be watching AYRO without a question. Probably my first trade will be lighter position size, something around 300 shares, give or take. I actually didn't do any pre-market trades, just the video I posted just a little bit ago with NKLA, also EV company. Keep those in mind, guys. They've been hot lately. We did the little pre-market trade on this one. Is my trade not going to pop up here? Okay, yeah, it pops up. So this is basically the second I was able to trade at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because that's when TOS allows pre-market trading. I think the actual NASDAQ opens at 4:30 a.m. I might be mistaken, but I think it's 4:30 a.m. So that's why we got out of this trade. We might still be on the way to the upside. This might still go even more exponential, but in my eyes, it's already grown 10x, and I'm not looking to stay around. I wanted a quick dip on this trade, and that's exactly what I did. So I guess I did a little pre-market trading, but to me, I just kind of closed out at NKLA. I didn't do any sort of day trading yet today. Yeah, like Solo as well. That's a Canadian car manufacturer. And actually, SOLO, let me quickly go back to my unlimited account. Let's see, SOLO. This one just really broke out here, but wow, this pullback was really, really aggressive. One thing I want to kind of point out here is just check the news. There's no news on SOLO. So when I saw that, I didn't really feel like buying the breakout here or any sort of pullback. I did miss technically a good little 5%, but at the same time, I avoided this big downturn because it just was not that nice without the catalyst. 30 million float, also much bigger. So I don't know if I'll be trading SOLO, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what we want to do with it. There's a lot of tickers with just very low floats today. BYFC, 5 million float, really nice, but kind of pulling back. MTC, a lot of these stocks were like former runners. MTC just pulled back so aggressively, so every time we see something pulling back that much, we don't really look at it anymore. Let's quickly go to MYO. I really think this is going to be, well, at the moment, this one still is our second lead gapper on the day. 2.5 million float, gapping up 50% pre-market, even more than that. What was this? Yeah, 75% pre-market. Pulled back quite a bit, so just be careful here. 27% pullback, not the worst, just something to keep an eye on. U.S. medical device company with a positive brain injury results on their MYO Pro device. So that's really, really good. I like to see that. Long-term chart, just be careful with this one. Kind of, has a lot of resistance, kind of always goes in the same direction, but does have some decent spikes. I gotta say, the spikes on this one, it seems to have a lot of these second days on them. The last one wasn't so much, it wasn't so great, but it's okay. I mean, right now it's at 4.7 with a high of 6.5. So let's zoom in a little bit more here. We have definitely big resistance at $8. 4.5 is, it's sold off quite a bit from this kind of $6.5 zone. So let's see. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a bit of a bounce here out of the gates on MYO. So that might be what I'm going to be watching at this 4.5 zone. I don't know where the bounce is going to be, but I'll keep an eye on for this one. AYRO, again, and this is definitely the lead gapper on the day. 2 million float on AYRO and MYO with a 2.5 million float. Very, very nice, both of them. Let's see where we can find some resistance here. Definitely the $5 zone looks pretty critical. Maybe 6 something, 6.5, 6.4 even, and then kind of 7.5, all kind of key zones to keep track of. Morning, morning, guys. I see everyone dropping in. Sharky, we can check out the resistance again on MYO. Yeah, AYRO out of the gates. I would not be surprised if this thing just rocketed on out of here, maybe past 5.28. I mean, we definitely have some nice room to run. Now we're above 5. Maybe we could go into the 6 category. That's what I'm going to be watching. I'm a little thinking that, this was a really aggressive leg to the upside. So I don't know how aggressive I want to be jumping on this one pre-market or at the open, but I'll give it some time for sure. I'll be ready to go, but we'll see how it goes. And then MYO, yeah, we want to see a break pack above 5, and then ideally 5.5 is the big resistance zone for now. If we could get above 5.5, I think this could be pretty clear skies. All right, we got another kind of 5 minutes here. I'll be right back. Quick little grab the last things that I need. Be right back. We'll keep a close eye and see what's kind of popping up here on the scanners once the market opens. It's always very interesting. Let's see quickly, check SPY. See how the overall market's doing. Closed yesterday at 312.23. Right now we're at 316. So we're actually going to be opening bid in the green for the SPX. Yeah, there's quite a lot of tickers. NIO, I know this one's been a hot mover. Just doesn't really seem to stop at a high of 11. Huge move. Also kind of lacking catalyst, but it just kind of keeps running up here. Interesting resistance at about 10. 10.5, 11.5, 13. Very nice run on NIO. Yeah, Husky, there's a delay. There's nothing I can do. That's a YouTube-wide delay. I have all delays set to 0. No thoughts on JP or Wine Resorts. Although we could look into, you know, the larger caps, but for now, market's about to open. We're going to keep focus here on the small caps. All right, guys, got another minute here till the market opens. Good luck, everyone. Whew. Steven, yeah, I don't know about SOLO. I'm a little nervous that it's just a pure sympathy play. It has no catalyst, so just, you know, keep that in mind. You too, Corey. 30 seconds. Guess we still have some time. We could do some push-ups. Could do some pre-market trading. You can hit the like button. There's so many things to do right now. 24 seconds. All right, guys. Pull up the pants. Let's see. Here we go. I got MYO on my second screen, and I got AYRO on my first screen. It's Monday. I like to be extra cautious today. We just came out of a 3-day weekend. You know, be wary. Let's just see what happens, guys. No need to, you know, go crazy at first. Let's just kind of keep an eye on it. MYO pulling back. MYO breaking the 450. Didn't get a full fill on MYO, but I have 175 shares here on this one. Just watching MYO here, still pulling back. Didn't get a full fill on it. MYO still pulling back here. Strong sell-off so far. Might break back above the 4.5. So far, not breaking above it. I didn't like that it took so long for it to crack. So I just closed out this position. I might have closed out too soon. This could be a really, really nice red to green move. That was a really weak bounce though. So that's why I just kind of got out of this one for a scratch. Like I said, I do think it could have the potential to break higher here. I got out of my last trade at 37, so a little bit unfortunate. I would already be much more in the green if I just held a little bit longer. Yeah, 43. Could be breaking the 50 zone right now. Just very strong sell-off on it. AYRO broke above the 5.4 kind of zone, but it didn't really hold the highs. Again, kind of what I was nervous about, because this one, you know, is up so much already. We have Solo, second lead gapper, making huge moves. MYO still pulling back, guys. This is what I was nervous about here on MYO. It was very weak. You could feel it. Big breakout here on SOLO. Kind of an impressive move. I was not expecting this one out of the gates. Second lead gapper now on the day. If you guys find some news about this one that I'm not seeing, definitely let me know. Really impressive move. MYO could be breaking above 4.5. I'm watching out of the corner of my eye. Gotta say, it was a little unfortunate that we didn't get a better setup on this one somehow. Kind of, I don't know, that was weird. It was weird. Didn't get the resolution. Didn't get a full size fill at first either. So with the two-seater electric vehicles, yeah, but that's not any sort of new news. The amount of action that we're seeing on SOLO is really impressive. I was not expecting that. Good question, Roger. I'm wondering the same thing. SOLO just had a strong pullback to the 9-minute. Nice, Zachary. Sweet move. Cool. SOLO is getting another pullback here. MYO is at 4.3, keeping an eye on it. I'm wondering if AYRO is going to give us another pullback. Kind of looks like it might break above 5 soon. Has the potential for that, but if it doesn't, if it really doesn't, because right now it doesn't have that much volume, so if it doesn't make a move soon, I'm pretty worried about AYRO. SOLO bouncing here from 423 all the way to 433. I'm gonna put an alert here, see if we break above. If we break above the 5 again. Could happen. Here we go. Boom! That was the break above 5. Big question, is MYO going to break back above the 4.5? I mean, I think it has everything it needs, unless it just has a lot of bag holders that are just selling into this spike, which at the moment seems to be the case. Possible flag pattern on SOLO. Maybe we're going to get a break here at 4.3. 4.3 is getting chipped away. Remember, SOLO is kind of one of the few stocks that's actually performing pretty decently right now out of the gate. So I think a lot of people are looking at this one. Second big green day. 940. Sweet move on SOLO. Nice breakout here. Possible entry here on this quick pullback. Decent sellers on it, but breakout is still looking better. I'm not convinced about this move. That's why I'm a little cautious on it. I'm also really not sure why SOLO is up. Possible breakout on MYO. Yeah, nice breakout there on SOLO. This is the one I was looking for. Not the 5% is pretty okay move. Yeah, I think it's a pure sympathy play, honestly, SOLO. But hey, right now it's the hottest one moving, so can't be overly biased against it. At least, you know, telling myself that. Big question mark is MYO going to break the 9-minute right here? Big support at 425. There's a really aggressive sell-off. Anytime I see a stock selling off over 30% pre-market, I'm always a little bit cautious. Although I guess you could say it only pulled off from pre-market highs 28% before the market opened. So there's different ways to look at that. Declining volume. Genuous therapy. Traders didn't need therapy. There's definitely decent support at 25. Just was retested again. AYRO pulling back as well. Testing the 25 again, 325. Just shipped the 25. I don't know if you guys saw that. That was really, really quick move. It's been a very sketchy stock somehow. This is why I'm always cautious when stocks sell off too much pre-market. It usually means there's a big seller, maybe some dilution, something else going on that we're not aware of. That's why it's a big red flag to me. Could you know, have its reversal at one point. Probably will at something. 9:46 a.m. Keeping an open mind here. Not blown away by opportunities. I did like this flag pattern we were setting up here, SOLO. We were talking about it like maybe 5 minutes ago, maybe a bit more, like 10 minutes ago. Had the breakout. I tried to buy this pullback. I was way too conservative on the pullback, but it was only a 4% move, so I was never... I don't really regret missing it. Plus, the no catalyst on a second green day always makes me a bit worried. I see you guys calling LMFA. This was a big gapper this morning. It just gave a lot of profits away. Had a nice dip here to 1.8. Almost a perfect red to green move. 20% pops to the upside. Sweet, sweet stuff. Yeah, I see rows. It is sub dollar, and I oftentimes don't trade sub dollar, but that rally is one of the best ones we're seeing right now. 70%, huge, huge move. It's like they had some restructuring. Can be really, really good. 0.9. Whew! Nice, Psycho. Long night of sword fishing. That sounds good fun. Say hello to Lee for me if he's still there. MYO could be cracking higher. LMFA having some issues here, trying to break above the 2.2. AYRO looks like it could be back in the game here. AYRO, guys, remember 2 million float, US auto company with actual catalyst, 600 vehicle expansion in their facility. This one really is the most promising, plus the macro news. This is the one I'm going to be following. Yeah, I saw TIGR earlier. I'm seeing it right now. LMFA breaking higher. And MYO breaking past the EMA for a little bit here. Probably the most green volume I've seen on it for a while. Sweet move on LMFA. Bigger resistance, I'd probably say at 275. I think we have a bit to go till then. Yep, Solo's trying to stay alive here. I gotta say, Solo does look better than you would think. Than I was thinking it would. MYO breaking at 375. I mean, 437 now. Whew. AYRO having that nice breakout here that we were talking about, we could be seeing. Quick 1 minute pullback there on the 24. I think that was the, had to be a little quicker on that one. Nope, I have no trades open yet. 5:45. You guys will know if I have a position out, I call out all of my trades. Plus, it makes a huge noise. Yeah, MYO is having a decent little bounce there. If you got a perfect low entry, it could be okay. So AYRO is definitely breaking out higher here. New all-time high, or of the day. It's looking good. Big buyers on this one. Could break higher here. Seeing if I can get an entry on 37. That was sloppy trading on my end. Try to get the breakout, but I actually tried to remove my limit order before I got filled, and then I kind of missed this one. So scratch on that. See if we can get another entry here, pulling back. So that was a failed breakout. Let's give it a little bit of time here. Technically above 33, it's a could be a breakout. Choppy move. New minute is about to start here. Could be breaking out. 34. Not a lot of volume on that move though. Markets are all green. Even Bitcoin's up a little bit. Overall, this is a pretty nice possible bull flag here. $33 could be getting chipped away again. Trying to buy the breakout here. got an entry at 35. Yeah, I don't know, man. Not getting that quick resolution that I typically would be looking for. So 2 scratches here on AYRO. Maybe I sold too soon, probably did. Yeah, volume's just piling up right now. There we go. There was the breakout. I thought we were gonna get another fake out. Nice move. Looking for a secondary run. Missed my entry. Nice volume here. Could break past 560. Nice, nice. Yeah, I did not stick around long enough. Sloppy trading on my end. Classic Monday. But, you know, you gotta anticipate it sometimes. Decent move here. I did not stick around long enough. Nice move, Corey. I like AYRO, definitely one of my favorite tickers today. We got bigger resistance at 6. 6.5 roughly. Big volume coming in on this one. 5.8. Yeah, the float is beautiful, has that spike ability. MYO still pulling back here on not looking too hot. Possible just quick 1 minute pullback here on this one before we have a continuation. Actually, I'll probably give it a bit more. Here we go, 5.8, getting that breakout. Nope, let's see it. This is what I'm waiting for. Here we go. Woo! Some decent sellers there at the 80. Maybe there's going to be a second attempt. 71, big, decent support. $10.03. AYR going for one of the first bigger pullbacks potentially here. Let's see if 55 holds. So far, so good. Volume's fading a bit. Gotta cut your losses, yep. Breaking higher here at 63. See if we can jump on an entry here on this one. Trying to get the breakout here at 570. Close my order again. Maybe we'll get a quicker pullback here. Man, yeah, sloppy day for me so far. Missing a lot of moves here that are pretty straightforward. The first 2 hours, guys, of the day, if you are totally new here, we are day trading. We're not swing trading. We're not investing. We are simply day trading breakouts. We're day trading dips, pullbacks, and red to green moves are some of our main patterns. Sometimes we do hold overnight. Sometimes we do swing trade. But first 2 hours of the day, guys, we are not looking to do that. AYRO. $10.07, quick 1 minute pullback here. I wonder if we're gonna have a break of the $0.50 soon. Decent support here on the 78. 77. Pulling back a little harder now than I would have wanted it to. Nicholas. Hey, everyone's new. Everyone's got to start somewhere. Everyone also has a different strategy, so it's good to ask questions. AYRO looking like it's going to break $6 here. I missed so many of the obvious moves on AYRO. I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit in the butt, but it is what it is. Sometimes you just, you have the right idea, your timing's a little off or something like that. It's fine. I got AYRO up on my second chart. I'm just going to quickly see what's going on here. We got SOLO with a very aggressive pullback. Nice bounce, 12%. Would have been good for just a blind limit order in that spot. BLNK. Strong pullback to big support as well. Wow, a little consistent there on those moves. LMFA, kind of holding, and MYO, big danger zone if we break 4, which could happen at this pace. There's nothing wrong with selling too soon. I totally sold too soon, twice. So far, AYRO is still climbing and looking good. Could have a flash pullback, but overall it's looking pretty healthy. I think we still got rooms to go. 5-minute chart looks pretty nice. Selling too late. Could have a small crack here of momentum, but it could just be maybe a setup later on. GNUS and news at 10. I'm not totally sure about that. If it did, they would be already out. So you could quickly check, see if there's news that came out. Unless the conference call started at 10. Quick pullback here on AYRO. Just watching it. BYFC below 3.3. Boom, quick pullback to 55. Bigger support here on 57. See if we can get an entry here on 58 for a quick little pop back above the EMA. Big sell-off here for a second. Back above 50. I have to close this one for a bit of a loss. Unfortunate. First pullback was a bit stronger than I wanted. Not really too bad. Small position still. I haven't went up to full size yet today because I was like, I'm trading really sloppy today. So I'm going to be a little bit more cautious here. 2 scratches and 1 loss in a row, but no bigger winner, no bigger loser. Just kind of is what it is. So I'm gonna give myself a little refresh here, and then hopefully I'll just kind of snap back into it a little bit stronger in a second. All right, I'll be right back. Your lines are gone. I'm not sure, Heiko. That should be automated. Yeah, Tristan, I feel the same. Mondays, I'm always like, especially after a 3-day weekend, I'm clearly not in my groove at all. I missed some pretty obvious moves today. GNUS definitely came back to support, retested here on the 15-minute at about $3. Bounced off of that. Low volume today. Engulfing candle yesterday. We have to really break out from that candle. Have to break past 3.5 for this thing to really move today. Otherwise, I'm not really sure. I probably won't be trading GNUS unless I'm trading it again on a bigger pullback or on a breakout at 3.5. So maybe we'll see some of that. Yep, I see AYRO back up here. Let me see if I'm missing something else. So we have SOLO, a little choppy here, had a high of 465. Right now it's really, really struggling. I would like to see it maybe break higher soon. I'm gonna put an alert up here, but it's holding its highs pretty okay. Gotta give it that. I'm gonna wait for clear setups that I love. 5-minute breakout, 1-minute pullbacks above VWAP, things like that. Just really, really straight up setups, which we had in the beginning with AYRO. I'm not really sure why I stumbled on that so hard, but whatever. Yeah, Nicholas, that probably is slippage. BLNK breaking higher. This is another electric vehicle supply company. Possible move here. Slower mover BLNK. But it could just be getting started. Big resistance here above. This thing had a phenomenal run these last few days. I think it's about to take out my alert. Yep. Boom! Huge move on this one. Wow. I was just about to buy that dip too. BLNK. Watching AYRO right now. Having another pull off here. Possibly still selling off. Entry on the 28. Close this position right now. A little bounce off of VWAP. I'm not the biggest fan of bounces off the VWAP, so I like to take my profits quickly on them. It is what it is. A little bit of a kind of dip trade on this one. Had a big sell-off. I really like when those bounces are very quick. Didn't really get that extreme quickness on it, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to take my profits. I'm going to take my like 10 cents a share. It's tiny. It's much smaller than I typically want, but knowing that I would, you know, I was doing like 3 scratches in a row, a little fumble. Why not kind of get a green one in there just in case the bounce doesn't work out? So I'd want to see this break above 535 again. Nope, still selling off. Boom! Wow, huge pullback there. That's what I was worried about. I'm not sure if I'll buy BLNK. I actually wanted that quick pullback that we saw, and I was fumbling for a limit order, but I don't know if I'm going to buy it now. I think it has huge potential. It's really crawling up here, big volume on it. I think a lot of people are looking at it, so maybe I'll buy BLNK. I'm not sure yet. Don't forget to drop a like, guys, if you are new here, if you haven't dropped it yet, especially if you like the live trading and the tickers. Remember, we come out with a recap video at the end of every day, so definitely consider subscribing if you want to kind of be part of the community and get reminded when the recap video comes out. Whew, I still need you know what the problem is today? I don't have my lemonade. I feel like I'm going to blame it on the lemonade. Happy to hear, John. Will do. I love it too. It's really, really good fun. Man, buying that AYRO dip at 5 would have been bloody classic. I'm not even sure how to react to that. I typically, Nicholas, sorry, I just saw your message. I typically prefer buying the pullbacks because to me it gives me better risk reward. It just makes a little bit more sense to me. I'm trying to get better at buying breakouts. I I just don't do a very good job at it. And I think that's why AYRO on that nice breakout, that's why I fumbled so hard, because I didn't have that confidence behind that move. It's not one of my favorite setups. Yeah, Sharky, for sure. It really wasn't. I fumbled hard, but whatever. I think everyone has those days. So I think we've had 4 trades on AYRO so far, and we're basically break even. So total scratch on this ticker for me. Wow, guys, BLNK, man, absolutely rocketing out of here. This one's looking really, really good. Doesn't have that much volume on the day, but really started trading just now. So maybe this one's going to be a bigger opportunity at one point. $8 is huge resistance, but we just broke out of a big kind of pullback move here. I'm surprised we held our highs, so maybe we're going to see $8 on BLNK. Yeah, it's true. Sometimes that's why going back on the chart and talking about your past trades is so, like, when you have that 2020, it's so obvious. But in the moment, especially when you get faked out a few times, that there's a whole other dynamic on the playing field. NIO coming down hard now. BLNK also having a bit of a pullback. Yeah, man, honestly, NIO, it's been a phenomenal ticker. I missed a lot of this one. I've never been the biggest fan because it moved very slow. The way it moves is just not my favorite. I mean, this whole entire move right here is 11%. Usually a move like this, this will be like a 50% move, or like at least over 40%. So it's been a little bit slower. But if you have the right capital, then I guess it doesn't really matter. AYRO trying to break back above here. Pretty decent bounce off the $5. Congrats to anyone that got that bounce. Probably was the most obvious setup with the best risk reward. How did I not get that one? Yeah, Matt, a little bit. Although, I mean, BLNK and AYRO kind of in that category. But yeah, I mean, nothing above, 100% today. But I got to say the dollar volume on AYRO is still pretty decent. This one, I really wouldn't be surprised if we had a kind of bigger, maybe late morning or in the evening, some sort of giant push. I think it's going to be a hot ticker. BLNK coming back here a bit. ROSE is kind of back a little bit as well. Let me quickly the sub dollar one. Most likely won't trade it, but kind of worth pointing out. Appreciate it, Kyle. I gotta say, the way ROSE is trading is just so clean. Nice red to green move, nice 1 minute pullback on above VWAP, quick 9 minute EMA retest. So pretty sweet possible trading on ROSE. And not to mention, this is a 70% move. Compare that with NIO, where that whole entire move was only 11%, right? So these are the tickers I'm typically looking for, except this one just happens to be sub dollar and typically not something I trade. BLNK back above 711. Wow, that's impressive. That's some really aggressive sell-off though in the morning. Found decent support. I just feel like there's more interesting plays than GNUS. GNUS maybe for a swing trade, but for day trading at the moment, I'm not as interested in it. After the first two lead gappers, the dollar volume falls just literally off a cliff from 380 to 160 and then 74. AYRO having a nice breakout along with BLNK. BLNK, man, this one, I wasn't watching it in this area, but once it popped back above VWAP, this thing was a rocket on out of here. I definitely dropped the ball when I didn't enter it like 10:20. It's 10:30. Wow, today's flying by. It's 10:32. I was like, wait, 10:20? Phew. That's almost sad. I feel like the trading day is almost over. LMND. WKHS, I feel like it's a little too overextended for me to be trading it. Could have an offering at any moment. I just fall off a cliff. I don't know. Daily Siren. I hope you guys got the limit orders ready to go. AYRO does look kind of interesting. Fresh IPO, huh? Up 32% today. Lemonade Inc. AYRO still breaking higher. Markets are doing pretty nice today. $10:35 a.m. Usually a time I start watching out a little bit more, being a little bit more cautious. Now that's some good news. Calm down. Yeah, AYRO, I'm looking at it on my other screen. I'm really thinking it could be, there's a lot of potential here. Maybe on a quick pullback or so. I feel like right now we'd be buying a little bit into a high. Nice, Heiko. It's not even a bad way to wrap up, honestly, today. Quick pullback on AYRO. I feel like AYRO has had some very freakish kind of pullbacks. LMND, best IPO of 2020. I'll have to look at this one a little bit more. Yeah, they're quite aggressive, I gotta say. SOLO trying to come back from the death, but not a lot of volume on this one, making me a little bit nervous that the breakouts are going to actually amount to much. So I'm going to put my alert here. Let's see if we start seeing some action. Nice, Nicholas. Remember, just focus on the stocks in front of you, not so much the arbitrary values on, you know, 50 bucks or not. Sometimes the best position is cash, so there's no need to rush into anything. Except sometimes you do want to rush into things like those pullbacks we got in the morning, and I missed them, so. BLNK looks a little bit weak in this area. Oh, that's going to go off. Alert for BLNK. Kraken 6.9. Solo actually did end up pushing higher. That's impressive. A little overextended in my book, but it is performing pretty okay. Big support underneath it, and then has that $5 kind of resistance zone ahead of it. Probably really wants to, you know, see if you can hit that area today. Welcome, Mohammed. Let's get you back above 2,800. AYRO could be back in the game here. Seeing some really, really nice momentum coming out of it. I'm pretty surprised that MYO is so weak today. This thing's just been selling off the whole time. AYRO, big breakout here. Could be a quick pullback. See if we get one more move down. Nope. Still watching it. Nice move on AYRO. 595 is that high we need to break through. Instantly, AYRO breaks higher here. Whoo! Just hit a new high of the day. AYRO at $6. $6 being chipped away. Ooh, instantly ripped above 6. New support at 6, pulling back below it. $87. Having a quick 1 minute pullback. Wow, I gotta say the buyers behind this one are very strong. 160 getting chipped away here, breaking could be past 609 right now. Looks like a little bit weaker volume on that breakout. Boom! 612. Wow, congrats to anyone buying this breakout. Really impressive. Yep, 615, new high. 6.4 is definitely the big resistance zone. So when we want to see if this thing can break past 615, then past 6.2. So this one would have been a pretty interesting one to buy the breakout. You just would have had to be careful not to get chopped out. There was a lot of quick little mini dips that probably would have chopped me out. You have the 5 minute setup. Always want to be looking at it. Here we go, breaking out again. 615, 618. Whew. This thing has yet to pull back. There we go. An absolute nice rally here. 10:49 a.m. Setting up a possible pullback right now. Pulling here. Could break the 9-minute. I find it kind of impressive how many buyers are on this one. Pulling back 89. I think a lot of people are watching this for a potential reversal here. Kind of broke that low of the last 5-minute candle though. Could see a little bit more of a dip. Selling volume fading. $605, $610, crawling higher here. Looking for a decent risk reward. All right, Dwayne. Appreciate it, man. Take care. Can we break past that high there? This last candle, 611. Chipping at it for a second. $500 million volume on the day so far on AYRO. That's really, really nice. Possible breakout here. Looking to get long on the breakout. Quick pullback here to 18. Got shaken out again on this one. Bought the breakout at 618. Had that pullback, got shaken out, took a loss. So yeah, you know what? I knew that I was trading AYRO very sloppy. So I wanted to buy the pullback. Didn't pull back as hard. Then I bought the breakout. It didn't break out right away. Pulled back. Ah man, yeah. So I've been on the wrong side of AYRO. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades in a row. Now I'm down $6. You know. A little bit frustrating here on this one for me, but still good fun to watch and a lot to learn. So, you know, just got to look at the bright side on it. 625 is really the place to place to go. Some days you have a day like this where, you know, just buying in the beginning would have been the best idea. But oftentimes you have like one or two moves and then they, you know, crash or an offering or something really bad. That's why we trade very quickly. Today, it just really is not working out for me. Back to 625, 629. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted right here. Exactly what I wanted. That was the move I was waiting for. That's true, Jay. That's super true. If you, Nicholas, if you use market orders, it probably occurs on every trade you do, unless it's extremely thickly traded, like something like Apple or I don't know, one of those companies, Amazon. Then you're probably not going to get too much slippage unless you're trading like, you know, a couple $1 million. There we go, having that nice breakout here. Gotta say that's a little painful. That's exactly what I was waiting for. And then, you know, all of a sudden selling volume started picking up again. Just watching it slowly. Six, 4, 7 breakout. That $half zone is always big resistance. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6 green candles in a row, guys. Super nice. AYRO. I probably had too tight of a stop. Usually my stops are like 10 cents. They start off, so I should have let AYRO kind of ride a little bit longer. That was kind of my big mistake already. So I should have kind of been aware of that. It is what it is. SOLO could be back in the game here a bit. Yeah, Corey, it's a nice one. I like watching it. BLNK at 7.3. Wow, that's impressive. It's about to be the first red candle after 6 green candles in a row. High of 675. Nice, happy to have you here, Robert. Check out the video description below for tons of FAQs you probably have in your head, including the platform. But this is TOS from ThinkorSwim from TD Ameritrade. AYRO pulling back again. Yeah, UMRX up 220%. That's quite a big move. Went from sub dollar all the way to 140. Preferred shares for owner gross proceeds. This one's going to be tough to trade. It's going to get halted. Who knows how high it's going to go. And then at one point it's going to crash. Those are really, really tricky to trade. Huge risk, but great reward sometimes. But it's really just a total gamble. One, two, three, four green candles in a row. We have the potential to keep this green streak up. Light volume on SOLO, but nice little pull here. David, yeah, probably. Nice work, man. Slayed it. Good stuff. FUV cracking higher here with a nice little pullback. Launches offering, price $5 a share. It's really not news I'd want to be seeing before I enter the stock. Tiny positions are okay. I'm using tiny positions right now too. We'll be growing them every week or every other week. Woo! AYRO just hit a new high. Remember, we were talking about the big resistance at about 7.5. Quick pullback here. $680, can it get ships higher? Looking to follow out this move, buying this pullback. Missed that entry. Probably fine for now. SOLO, here we go, breaking higher. Gary, thanks, man. I'm not totally sure about that. I would have to tinker with it a little bit. Maybe, but I'm really not sure. Wow, SOLO really taking off. Huge move. Did this just... Price target of 4. It's not really good news. This is a huge rally it's doing right now. AYRO on my other screen, having some issues a little bit. Maybe losing a little bit of momentum as SOLO is breaking higher here. This is a pretty aggressive move on it out of nowhere. AYRO still looks good. It's still going. Volume has dropped in the last 3 peaks. That's one thing to consider. Factory expansion. $476 could see a breakout. David, that's funny. Appreciate it, man. AYRO guys still popping on out of here. Woo! Seeing that break of 7. I'm going to aim for a quick pullback on SOLO. Still watching AYRO. Man, oh man. Talk about dropping the ball. We'll have to do a little bit of reviewing on this one. Nice, Nicholas. Hitting the volt is too risky. Now that sounds like some really sound advice. SOLO looks like it's about to crack buff. Yep, boom, just did a 4.8. Huge, nice runs today. I've got to say I'm quite impressed. Wasn't expecting such a nice day for this Monday, but... All right, Nicholas, that's what I like to hear. Just keep in mind, guys, that the breakouts are really, really nice. They seem to be quite aggressive. Sometimes they pull back a little bit slower, especially with AYRO. A lot of these were fake outs. And this is kind of where I was having a lot of troubles today. We didn't get those, clean 1-2 moves, except right here. I really dropped the ball on this one quite a bit. But also, the pullbacks are very, very aggressive with Solo and AYRO. So keep in mind, once we're on the backside of the move, be very, very careful. There's a good chance that it's going to be quite mean. AYRO is up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 big green candles in a row. Another thing to kind of keep in mind. Boom, yeah, AYRO. I think it's having to blow off top right now. Who knows how far this little mini run can go in the next 1, 2, 3 candles. But when it's over, it might drop hard. Here we go, buying for this last move. 24, 25. Boom, 38, 43. Just broke the low, last candle. Sell volume might be picking up here. 7.5, guys, is huge, huge resistance. I'm pretty much done with trading on the day. I might get another trade in if we get like a really nice pullback or backside dip or something like that. I don't know. Otherwise, I'm done with trading for the day. I'm just going to kind of watch here a bit longer with you guys. I think there's a good chance that SOLO might. I'm just kind of watching this one. Big support around 4.6. Congrats everyone who's slayed AYRO. Really good opportunities on it. I would love to get a little bit more aggressive on it. Looking back, I mean, it seems so obvious. It's like I'm really kicking myself a little bit. Wow, AYR does not want to stop. SOLO pulling back a bit here. Woo, Brad, nice, congrats. Always a really nice milestone. Wow, look at this run on AYRO. 8 big green candles in a row as well. I definitely want to be here for the dips. I'm just going to probably keep streaming till we at least see some sort of pullback. I'm quite curious to see how that puppy's going to play out. Epic break of 7.5. Ian, possibly. Just keep taking profits along the way, especially at this point. Nice little blow off. Actually, you don't know if it's a blow off, but right now, pretty sweet move so far. Yeah, this has been much more aggressive than I was expecting. We actually haven't seen something, I feel like, with this constant, I mean, it's had a lot of breakout, consolidation, breakout, pullback, breakout, consolidation. It just moves so consistently at this point. $9.5, another kind of key zone to be keeping an eye out for. Yeah, I don't know when this thing's going to stop. Yeah, Solo's still moving as well. Anyone get that entry around 4.6? I actually had a, 4.6. I had a limit order there, but I removed it. No idea why. Try to break 8 there. Big bounce off of 7.5 so far. It's depressing to watch. Jay's wondering why I go for 7-cent moves. I don't go for 7-cent moves. Today, like I said, I was scratching left and right. Making 7 cents here, losing 7 cents there. I typically go for 20 to 40 cents. So anywhere from 4 to 8%, I'm looking for, and 20 to 40 cents is on a $5 stock. I have it all in the video description below, /connect. I have a whole foundation series that I talk about my strategy. Honestly, AYRO, this is what we were talking about pre-market. It had that nice float of 2 million. It had micro news on the company, 600 vehicle expansion on their factory, and then it has the macro news of overall electric vehicles that are just absolutely killing it. So it has a huge kind of explosion potential behind it. I gotta say, it's really, really impressive how this thing moved. And I don't know. I was looking too far in. I should have took a step back, been like, what's going on? But sometimes after 3-day weekend on a Monday, drop the ball a little bit there. It doesn't really matter if people are going to buy them or not, because right now it's just a hot momentum, and the stock usually rides for a couple days, a week, maybe 2 weeks sometimes, just like with Beyond Meat, right? It's all, or Space, or NKLA. It's not really about, like, the company's not doing really anything different than it did last week. It's just momentum in the markets, fear and greed, things go up exponentially. On the 25,000 challenge, we are up. Well, we started with 4,000 and we're almost at 7,000. And on the unlimited account, we're doing pretty good this month so far. I would have to check Trade Journal, but I think we're about to break 1,000, maybe a little bit less. We might be around at 800 so far, which is pretty nice since we switched to this account about 3 weeks ago. So I couldn't be more stoked about that. But yeah, in the recap videos, in the recap video, JC, that we come out after every trading session, we usually go over all those numbers. So definitely subscribe and check in for those recap videos, because I love going over those stats. And then we do the monthly recaps that we came out with last weekend as well, where we go over all those stats in much more detail. Super nice move on AYRO. Man, oh man, that was a good one. Maybe we'll do a little bit of afternoon trading at one point. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. For now, I'm just kind of watching it here a little bit. You guys have any more questions? I'll probably be wrapping up in the next, I don't know, it really depends. I mean, so far AYRO keeps, ripping to new highs. I was hoping we would all get a really good dip at one point we could all watch together and possibly trade, but at the moment it doesn't really look like it. Well, I don't know, it could happen any moment. I mean, this run has been really ridiculously strong. So 61% move from $5, huge. We had our first 5-minute red candle get stamped in there on that last candle. after a huge run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green 5-minute candles in a row. Solo breaking out higher. AYRO pulling back. Robert, good question. I don't know, possible swing trade. We're gonna have to look at AYRO for a swing. Could be for sure. It's, you know, it's on its second green day, but I think near some bigger support, I would feel pretty comfortable buying it. Nice move there on SOLO. Looking for a little bit of a dip entry here at 83. Maybe we can get it. Looks like I got a fill here at 83. Let's see if we can have a continuation here. 489 on SOLO, had a nice breakout. I'm just gonna close this one out. I was pretty much done with trading. I liked the opportunity. I didn't like that we didn't get the follow through right away. So I'm just going to close out for this one. Let's go back to AYRO. Again, that was not my goal. The reason, or that was not, so let me explain. I'll explain it much more in the recap video for all the new people. But basically what I was looking for was a breakout here at 4.9. We didn't get that. We didn't get the breakout. So my thesis was wrong. The trade I was looking for was wrong. I closed it out. This could have been a small loss, small win. But the important part is my trade that I wanted did not happen, so I closed it. Now let's see, maybe it could be a secondary entry. Still a lot of sellers on this one. Still not really feeling super comfortable about it. Yeah, so usually by 11, I'll pretty much wrap up my trading because breakouts get even more choppy. But you know, sometimes we trade to 11:30. Sometimes we trade past 12. Woo! Look at that sell-off. That's why we cut our losses. And this time I made a small profit, but the trade did not happen. Whatever I wanted to break a 4.9, it did not happen. It's really that simple. That's why TA, I don't think trading is gambling because you have clear stops. And we were talking about in the monthly recap video that my risk reward on average, based on my statistics, is about 1 to 1.75. So I'm risking about, let's say, $100 to make $175. So that means I could have a negative win ratio. So I could be worse than 50-50 trading and still be profitable. And that's actually what happens some months. Especially like 3 months ago when we had our kind of really rough patch. We still ended the month green, even though we had a negative win-loss. That was kind of funny. So win-loss under 50%. Yeah, Matt, shoot it over. I'd be interested to see that. I have my email in the video description below. Alex at tradejournal.co. Always fun trying out those things. AYRO on Finviz says 2 million float. Ah, okay. Yeah, I was just thinking. I was like, wait, Matt. I think I have two emails from you. One is the correction email. Gotcha. I did not look at the relative volume. I was going through your chart, but I have not added them to my my J trading screen here. Yeah, I also use Finviz for my float. Whew. So it looks like we finally got the pullback on AYRO. I gotta say, it was not as strong as I was expecting. This one could be a really, really good overnight. We'll see how it performs. We'll gotta make sure there's no offerings or anything like that. But into the close today will be really good to look at it. I think in the recap video today, AYRO, I definitely want to check it out. LMND, like you guys talked about, could be something worth looking into a little bit more. So those are the two tickers I want to maybe discuss, and then maybe SOLO and BLNK. But we'll definitely be talking about the orders and the trades we did today. Looks like if I wrapped up trading right now, we would end the day green at $7.99. Pretty ridiculous, but kind of funny at the same time. Total scratch day for me. I had the right ideas, but I didn't really trade them properly. I usually got faked out at one point. Ooh, Corey, another good idea, a cup of coffee. I think that's what I need right now. A free lunch, can't complain too much. Interesting stuff out here. Good question, WILL. Will, I just said your name like a ticker. Studies, if you go to here, the settings, the gear icon here where it says chart settings, you just say show trades, just make sure this is selected. Nice, happy to have you, Spirit. Welcome to the channel. What time, Abid? Which one are you looking at? Did I order my Tesla shorts? No, I did not. I saw those. They're red, at least the ones I saw on the internet. Did anyone order the Tesla shorts here? Yeah, that's a good question. This one really doesn't want to pull back, huh? I think Lemonade, LMND, the fact that it IPO'd with a 5 million float is kind of mind blowing. Like, that is a tiny float to an IPO with. The shares outstanding alone is only 54 million. It's a really, really small amount. I would like to look into this company a little bit more. I honestly know nothing about them for me to swing trade. But yeah, huge move so far out of the gates. Crazy. Yeah, Nicholas, it's TOS from TD Ameritrade. I'm gonna love watching how AYRO is gonna wrap up the day. I think I would probably buy it on a bigger dip, maybe around. It's really hard to say. Maybe around $6.6 to 6.5. I don't know. We'll see. I really don't know if I'm gonna trade it or not. In the recap video, I definitely will talk about AYRO. Probably not much to review on my trades. Work hours, WKHS. Yeah, WKHS, I don't know. I felt like trading it at this point in time is very risky. We had some nice dips here. I remember we broke $10 and I was like, what? This thing is crazy. Yeah, can't wait. We're end up all the way to $22. So guys, when I say something's overextended, that's probably a time to buy it because I am way too cautious when these things run to the upside. Lately, they've been just running by me. I mean, this thing was at 37 cents and it hit a high of 22.9. That's insane. It couldn't get any more overextended on the RSI if it wanted to. I mean, this is like 97 just about. That's insane. They all vary, I suppose, the size of the company, but a larger, like your typical company, will almost always be over 100 million float. But I don't know the actual statistic on that, to be honest. I could not answer that. But it seems a bit weird, I gotta say. Usually a company that with a 4 million float is after something had multiple reverse splits and whatnot. I mean, to put things in perspective here, Apple has a float of 4.3 billion, right? That's something that just makes a little bit more sense for a company that size. Yeah, I think buying WKHS and some dips could be kind of good fun, but I don't know. I'd probably start going short at one point on this thing. Hard to borrow though. You have to really watch this for big cracks of momentum. And I think yesterday was a bit of one. Why? TA, yeah, I mean, that's how sympathy stocks work, right? YROW, I don't know YROW. YROW, I'm not sure, can't find that one. BLU. Google says. Yikes, what a red day on BLU. They've had several of these, and even they continue to pull off. I'd be pretty careful with BLU. I don't know anything about the company. Technicals, that's a pretty big shame. Their drug did not work. Yeah, biotechs they're a tough one to trade and invest in. I think to trade they're great if you trade them on the the big announcement day. ARK ETFs. Oh, AYRO. I think it's probably going to consolidate a little bit, just like anything that runs up a lot. It's probably needs a healthy consolidation, and then maybe it's going to keep trading. The fact that it's almost at $1 billion in dollar volume so far, it makes me pretty bullish about it. Like, I think we could see some nice moves on AYRO, but at the moment, I'm not going to be trading it. I think it's kind of consolidating. Most likely, it's going to pull back from 7.5. Volume is fading. It's about noon. I don't really have high hopes for it just at this moment, but could be an interesting swing. Solo keeps trying to crack something, huh? All right, guys, I'm going to be wrapping up here. It is, what time is it? Whoa, it's 11:45. Yeah, my eyes are like starting to shake. I need some time off the screen. I'll be working on the recap a little bit later. AYRO is dipping right now. So I will see you guys then in the recap video. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoy the content. And if you're totally new here, consider subscribing. I'd love to see you again. Join the community. Good fun. Nice, David. $212 day. That's what I like to hear. Totally beats me, man. I'm wrapping up with $7.99. But hey, it's not red. Sloppy trading. It's nice to not have a red day after you traded like, I don't know. I really ridiculous trading today. So, okay, guys, I will see you then later today and first thing tomorrow morning. Enjoy the start of your week, guys. Have a good Monday. Ciao, ciao. AYRO pulling off heavy.